Love League One Volleyball.
A big Saturday doubleheader here in Madison. Later on, Madison takes on Austin. Right now, it's Atlanta against Omaha. Players arrived earlier for match number one. They are teed up for this one. Last night, Madison knocked off Omaha, and including the Love Classic, Madison had dropped 8 straight matches prior to that victory yesterday. Omaha's lost 4 of their last 5, 6 of 7, including the Love Classic. They've dropped into a third-place tie with Austin. And hi everybody, along with Cameron Irwin, I'm Rich Burke. Atlanta's in first place. They've won 7 straight in the regular season. Omaha, meanwhile, searching for answers.
They are dealing with some injury and some illness, so it's important tonight that they're going to be able to lean into their strengths. That first contact, but also their blocking is going to be critical, especially at the middle blocking position. Emily Thader is at the top of the order in League One volleyball. She is a tough task, but she's going to have an even tougher task on the opposite side of the net in Tia Jimerson. Atlanta brings not only a great first contact, but an offense that is so well distributed. A big constant is Tia Jimerson.
Yes, a big surprise for head coach Paulo Coco this year. And how about our Adidas scouting report?
It's all about Atlanta maintaining what they do best, utilizing their middles as well as the right side. Cuttino, who you see now on screen, is a force to be reckoned with. And for Omaha, they've got to have their middles involved and put pressure on the Atlanta attackers from a blocking standpoint, especially moving right to left. It's going to be critical that they find that transition offense that they need. The block and defense is huge for Omaha.
There is the setter for Omaha, along with Libro. That's Justine Wong-orantes, 2-time Olympian for Team USA, gold medal and a silver medal, Tokyo and Paris respectively. And rotation 1 for Atlanta as they begin with the setter, Rachel Fairbanks, serving first, and the quick to the middle to Thader, and she got dug by Adams. The tip for Cook, lunging play by Dykema. Free ball coming. Fairbanks teeing up Kelsey Cook again, and this time she uses the block, and Atlanta gets the first point in this one. Atlanta's 7-1 in the regular season.
And a huge reason why is because of Kelsey Robinson Cook. You saw her with the attack there, but that first contact, she's finding a perfect pass nearly 60% of the time it's come in her direction.
Dykema goes back set to Drevniak. Yelasheva with the block, turned to celebrate, and then thought, wait a minute, as that ball popped up, and then realized that indeed she did get the block.
Yeah, Halasheva known for her blocking prowess from the collegiate ranks, and now putting that at the professional level.
NCAA rally scoring career leader in blocks, 769, benefiting from a 5th year in the service error, and Omaha is on the board. Here's the GOAT, Jordan Larson, the most decorated U.S. indoor volleyball Olympian ever. 4 Olympic medals, a couple of silvers, a bronze, and the gold from Tokyo in 2021. Cook from the right side gets rejected. There's Thader in the blocking that you were talking about.
Absolutely, great scouting report as you see the starting lineup for Omaha, but Thader working to that left side, and I love they recognize Cook in this rotation as a right side attacker.
Back even at 2, Atlanta out of system. Kept alive, and Atlanta gets the point. Sometimes you just got to figure out a way. And now Kelsey Cook will go back and serve for Atlanta. Cook, a 3-time Olympic medalist. Bronze in Rio, gold in Tokyo, silver in Paris. Targeting Maddie Cubic Banks. Cubic Banks got the serve receive, and she gets the kill.
Omaha looking great on some of their first ball side out opportunities. This is important. This is a team that needs to find a terminal offense, and quickly.
Here's the 30-year-old from Springfield, Missouri, Emily Thader. Already saw her on the block, now her serve. The pass by Adams. Fairbanks goes to Yelasheva. The quick to the middle for the kill.
I like the first contact from Mackenzie Adams. I spoke to her earlier today, and she said, well, my passing's definitely gotten better because I'm the only one that's seeing the ball. She's passing at above a 50% good pass percentage.
He's talking about that with Jess Merzick of Houston, who's getting all the serve receives. And point Omaha.
And to Mackenzie's point, too, she even said that a big reason why her passing has developed was actually the time she spent playing in Japan, just because the total number of reps that have come her direction.
Adams again, overpass, put down by Lauren Stivrins. In this Omaha team, looking for offense. They're a veteran team that makes good decisions. They keep it alive, just need to be more terminal. And there's an ace, that's one way to do it. Drevniak with the ace, the LOVB Germany native.
They're going to need some more of this against Atlanta. Again, two of the best first contact teams. They're going to have to bring the pressure from the service line.
Yeah, Atlanta the best passing team, right on display right there. The back set, Cuttino, lunging play by wong-orantes, kept alive by Dykema and by Larson. Free ball for Fairbanks. It's Tia Jemerson, wrist away for the point. And Atlanta gets the side out.
Just way too many weapons on the side of Atlanta. And immediately Jemerson in the transition. Watch her go to work here as there's the extension from Larson, but quick off the net, finds the gap, one-on-one opportunity.
Dykema on the slide, Lauren Stivrins, and goes long.
So a big adjustment for Omaha is actually shifting more to a 5-1 offense. That means one setter on the floor instead of utilizing two different setters. Dykema now leading the offense.
Yeah, been Dykema and Gabby Blossom. Blossom barely played in the match yesterday. How about the set by Larson and the kill from Maddie Cubic Banks?
All right, Jordan Larson, not just a set, a jump set. That's going to put a smile on your face.
She looked like a setter, didn't she?
Oh, man, that's going to be a highlight for sure.
And now Maddie Cubic Banks, second-year pro out of West Des Moines, Iowa. Went to Nebraska, and she has herself an ace.
This is big time right now. Omaha just coming out of the gates with the strong service pressure. Several aces already on their side.
Good pass percentage for Mackenzie Adams, 55.9%. That last one notwithstanding, they go after her again. The joust. Fairbanks has options. Out of the back row, Cook went off speed. Dykema there, bump set, wong-orantes, swing by Drevniak, got dug by Cook. Cuttino. And we had a 10-foot line violation by Danielle Cuttino. When you leave the ground, you got to be behind that line. There's Susie Fritz, the head coach of Love Omaha, all-time winningest coach in Kansas State history, coached the Wildcats 2001 to 2023. And now, loving her role coaching Love Omaha. It's Adams. Stivrins with a block, but it's out of bounds. And Mac Adams with a kill.
One of the challenges with blocking Mackenzie Adams is the fact that she loves to swing cross-body down the line. It's more of a deceptive approach where she keeps her shoulders into the angle and then tries to attack back towards the right back corner of the court.
So she looks like she's doing something else.
Exactly.
Back row attack by Drevniak. Blasts one down. Kimberly Drevniak. And there's Paulo Coco. Head coach of Love Atlanta, second coach of the Brazilian national team since 2003. Won silver in the Tokyo Olympics in 2021 as the U.S. took gold. He has won many club titles as a coach in Brazil. And it's 10-8 Omaha.
He was fun to catch up with. We actually spoke particularly about Rachel Fairbanks, his current starting setter, and just about how youthful she is and that he's coached several young setters before, but he's really impressed with her deception at this point in her career.
Larson rejected by Yelasheva and by Fairbanks.
Fairbanks right in the mix, working that 5-1 offense that she carried on from Pittsburgh, but there's a good block. Closing on that inside ball.
Jemerson serves it again. Pass on the dime, Dykema teeing up Stivrins. And Thader rather, and Thader comes up with a kill. Emily Thader, last night 11 swings, only one kill, hit negative 190. We're going to get things back going offensively. She has been blocking really well. Yelasheva on the slide, wanted the hands and didn't get them.
Two two of the impressive parts about running that 5-1 offense is the fact that you get to see not only slide attackers, but also attackers out of the back row, specifically with that right side attack, that one just going long.
So it's 12-9 Omaha, first set action. Match one of our doubleheader from Madison. Back with more of the first set in a moment. League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by the Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball champion will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th in Louisville. Tickets are now on sale. Go to LOVBfinals.com for more details. That is going to be a blast. The KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Hope you can join us. And Omaha with a 12-9 lead. Last play was under review on the swing from Yehelasheva. Love Omaha now 4 wins and 4 losses. They entered the Love Classic a couple of weeks ago as the number 2 seed and proceeded to go 0-2. Lost in the semis to Houston in 4, then lost in the 3rd place match to Austin, also in 4. That was important considering the 3rd place team got 20 grand.
Yeah, no kidding. That was amazing to watch the Love Classic take place. It was almost just a precursor, right, for the Love Finals just around the corner. It's where we've now surpassed that halfway point. As these two teams enter back on the court, you know, again, working from those 6-2 offenses, both now into 5-1 offenses. You're going to get a chance to see some high-flying slides as well as the right back attack, whether that's Cuttino or Drevniak.
Point stays with Omaha, and rotation 1. Setter Laura Dijkema, 19th year pro, reached 35 out of the Netherlands, had her 35th birthday a couple of weeks ago, and she sends it away. Cook's pass is a good one. Back row attack by the high-flying Cuttino.
And that is the element that I'm talking about. Cuttino out of the back row, and not just on the D attack, which would be that right back corner, but watch this. It's actually a bit more in the seam because of the slide attack from Yehelasheva. They work that to the interior, creating another attacker through the middle of the court.
Cuttino getting more playing time with the injury to Tessa Grubbs, and there's an ace. And Atlanta, first place team, back within 1. Ace coming from Rachel Fairbanks. Fader and rejected by Yehelasheva again. Magda Yehelasheva, the NCAA rally scoring career leader in blocks. Best player in Washington State history. Sorry, Cameron, you have to be second. And one of the best in Pac-12 history.
Happily.
Not an ace for Fairbanks, but they're out of system. Dug by Adams. Kelsey Cook. And she got the hands.
You want to know what it takes to be a professional outside hitter and win like Kelsey Robinson Cook? It's that swing right there. It's high and deep over the top of the block. With a well-formed block in front of her, she's still able to walk away with a kill.
Drevniak went for the hands, didn't get him. Out of bounds. Oh no, she did get him, pardon me. The point went to Omaha, so the celebration was accurate. There is Tessa Grubbs out with the injury, suffered in the Love Classic. Lower left leg injury, and they hope to have her back soon. Meantime, Danielle Cuttino is doing a nice job at opposite for Atlanta. Had her best match of the year last time out, Cuttino did. Season high 21 kills, season high 3 blocks, 364. Meanwhile, Jordan Larson Last night had a season high 16 kills. The previous high was 10. And we're waiting for the resolution here. Down official is Michelle Prater, up official Samara Savor. And point Omaha, and so even at 13. Fairbanks going to Yehelasheva, dug by Dykema. The set by Thader, swing by Drevniak, one crossbody and down the line. Big left-handed hammer for Kimberly Drevniak.
And the buttery hands of Emily Thader, nothing better than when your middle blocker dishes out the goods.
As a setter, you had to love that, huh?
Yeah, that's great.
Yehelasheva. And Dykema couldn't dig it. Now to Yehelasheva getting involved in the offense. Last match, she had a season high 10 kills 7 days ago against Madison. And now Yehelasheva on the block.
I mean, she is unstoppable right now, whether it's offense or defense. She's doing such a nice job with a quick read, and she's so explosive from the bottom of her load. She's able to stop the middles on those one-on-ones.
Has 2 kills and 4 blocks. And now Omaha will have Thader go back to serve as we're back even at 15.
Did you say 2 kills, 4 blocks? That's 6 points and of their current 15.
That is 6 points indeed.
And by the way, she's only playing 3 rotations.
Good pass by Peanut Pinoy, and Adams high in the air and sends it down. 16-15 Atlanta. This is a neutral site match. It's game 1 of the doubleheader. Madison will take on Austin later. This is a great crowd for this first match, with neither of them being the hometown team. As Maddie Kubik Banks went off speed, as Drevniak does, back in the face of Dykema off Jemerson.
You can imagine, too, with the volleyball town like this, it's only going to get better as the night continues.
We got a challenge coming. Great crowd here last night. For hometown Madison, we expect another one here. Love Atlanta lost their first match, the first ever match for League One volleyball, January the 8th at home to Salt Lake. They've since won 7 straight in the regular season.
And they've got a tough turnaround as they look at this potential net violation here. The next 2 weeks they'll have back-to-backs as you do see the net violation on the side of Atlanta. Point to Omaha. So this month is going to be really intense for Atlanta, even though they're currently sitting at 7-1.
We're even at 16. Have a lot of season left. This is their 9th match of 16. Atlanta exactly halfway through the League One volleyball regular season. Second chance. And Mackenzie Adams.
Have you ever seen a block turn into a set? You just did. Mackenzie Adams, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
You got to be ready. Danielle Cuttino's serve. On the slide, Stivrins, dug by Cook, dig on the dime. Cuttino out of the back row, off the soft block. Larson was there for the dig. Dykema teeing up Kubik Banks. Hard angle attack, dug by Adams. Adams goes back and takes the swing, going for high hands. Didn't get him.
I love the pass there from Omaha in the middle of that rally. It was Jordan Larson sitting in middle back, recognizing her team needed a bit more time in transition. A high pass enabled all of her attackers to get off the net to find the next swing.
Maddie Kubik Banks serve. Jemerson going hard angle and went long. And so it's 18-17, Love Omaha. They won the first set yesterday, 25-18, but then lost the next 3 to Madison. Pinoy, Cook, and Adams in serve receive. It's Cook that time. Fairbanks going to Mac Adams, who puts it down.
Important for Atlanta to get out of these 2-hitter rotations as quickly as possible. There's about, I believe, 1 more with Rachel Fairbanks up at the front. It just means that their offense is more predictable. So this pass and side out is so important for Atlanta right now as they're getting closer to the red zone.
Adams with 3 kills now. Her serve, and it results in an overpass. And put down by Rachel Fairbanks, who told me earlier today that she loves that. She was a hitter as a sophomore. She would set for 3 rotations and hit for 3 rotations as a sophomore at Pitt. I said, do you miss it? She said, yes, because it gave me the chance to get my anger out, but I love overpasses now.
Every setter wants to be a hitter, Rich. There's no question about it.
Lauren Stivrins on the slide. Stivrins had been playing over on the right side, but since the injury to Candelaria Herrera, she's gone back to her more customary middle blocker position, and so able to swing off 1 foot. Good on that slide. Good pass by Adams. There comes Cook off the soft block. Cubic Banks was there. Bump set by Stivrins. Back in the face of Jordan Larson. Larson tries it again. Off the block and out of bounds. And again, if at first you don't succeed, the kill for Larson.
The lesson stands, and Jordan Larson, one of the best at just being able to recycle back out and also create opportunities. I love she attacks that hand of Tia Jimerson and finds the block out.
Cook didn't make it over the net.
I will say, too, as I watch Susie Fritz into this red zone right now, there's a major sense of urgency as she's sitting on the sidelines looking to her players. Her hands are constantly in motion and trying to add that encouragement as she talks to Dykema even now.
Susie Fritz, such a great coach. Really enjoy talking with her, and frankly, her team is desperate for a win, having dropped 4 of the last 5 in the regular season and 6 of 7, including the Love Classic. Magda Yehelasheva, what has she done tonight? The Washington State grad, 25 years old, out of Czechia.
She has been impressive, but you got to get her back out on the court. That's the hard part with middle blockers. They're only really playing 3 rotations, maybe 3.5 as they serve and play that back row position. They want her back out on the court as she is red hot right now.
4 swings, 2 kills, 4 blocks for Magdalena Yehelasheva. Hallmark is her humility and hard work. Continue to put in the effort after winning the ABCA National Freshman of the Year Award in 2019. 4-time ABCA All-American. Here comes Cook. The tip, Drevniak there. Dykema shoots it across to Larson. Off Adams, and it's Larson with another kill. And Omaha leading at 22-19. Atlanta needs the side out right now.
That's another impressive play right now from Omaha because Drevniak's in that right back corner. This is one of their weaker blocking positions and defensive positions with Dykema up in the front row and Drevniak in that right back corner. So to be able to score a transition point there is huge for Omaha.
And it's a double sub for Atlanta. Maddie Bug into set and Jessica Rivero-Marin into play opposite as Fairbanks and Cuttino come out. And it'll be Lexi Rodriguez, first-year pro out of Nebraska, their all-time Diggs leader, who served it away. 3 ball coming for Omaha as they try to go up by 4. It's Larson again, who sends it down. 23-19 Omaha.
You cannot be giving free ball opportunities at a point like this. Jordan Larson is going to make you pay. Jimerson doing her best to try and get over there, but with that spread offense, it's going to be a lot tougher.
Timeout taken by Atlanta. So we see the dub sub for Paulo Coco. Not something he does all that often. What do you expect out of Atlanta right here?
I expect that with Kelsey Cook in the front row, there's a little bit of a mismatch there. Again, I want to see her challenge the block of Dykema in the front row. And even if that block, even if she's not going up and taking a swing, understanding that Drevniak is right behind it. Maybe it's a tip over the top or maybe right into the middle of the court. But I imagine Kelsey Cook is going to go to work.
All right, they have Lexi Rodriguez at the service line. Lexi had her most extensive playing time last night. Had 4 digs. It also played on February the 9th. Lexi Rodriguez has a chance to be one of the best libros in the world, but she's playing behind one of the best libros in the world, and Justine Wong-orantes, if not the best. There's Cook at the soft block. Rodriguez was there. Here comes Larson again. Enid Pinoy with a dig. Cook with the tip. Gator read it well. Cubic Bank sends it over. Sometimes you just got to keep it alive. Here comes Cook again, well off the net. lunging play by Cubic Banks, and it's Kelsey Cook. She was 12 feet off the net, but still got the job done.
And that tip, you saw her change up the pace. This was more a forced tip in the middle of this rally, but I also like this swing. You can see Thader trying to drop those hands because she has to respect that high, deep swing of Kelsey Cook, who's so good at finding the block out.
Rodriguez out, wong-orantes back in.
Tough rotation 1 here. Yeah, rotation 6, excuse me, for Omaha.
Drevniak off a good pass. I tell you what, that's what that great first contact after the serve does. They're able to tee up Drevniak out of the back row, and it's set point coming.
Exactly, so this is the beauty of having Drevniak play 6 rotations. You can utilize her through the middle.
Really improved from November to now. Biggest jump on the team for Omaha. Bug going to Yehelasheva, and she has her 3rd kill, getting one back and staving off set point for the moment. Second set point coming for Love Omaha.
So for this rotation, Omaha will actually send Drevniak all the way around the back of the court. So she may not be exactly the answer. Actually, they just moved her to the front row. We'll see if she makes it.
And Omaha is going, it's Drevniak, and Drevniak with a big swing gets dug by Adams. 3 ball coming for Omaha on set point. Drevniak again puts it down, and Omaha takes set number 1. As they did last night. Last night they dropped the next 3 sets. They'll be looking to turn things around tonight as they take set number 1 from the first place Love Atlanta.
Great way to start if you're Omaha. I love the energy I'm seeing as well. Right at the end, Drevniak putting the final mark on set number 1.
5 kills for Drevniak. And as a team, they're hitting .280. Omaha took set 1, 25-21. Last time Cameron and I worked together several weeks ago, we had this big discussion because teams that had played on consecutive nights against more rested teams were just 1-5. But check this out. They're now 6-6. The teams that are playing in consecutive nights have now won 5 of the last 6 matches in League One volleyball, so maybe it's not the disadvantage we thought.
Maybe not, and if you're Atlanta, you're sitting pretty in that regard, as in week 9, you're gonna have the back-to-back against Houston and Austin, and then again in week 10, you'll face Houston and Salt Lake. So if that trend stays, Atlanta's in a good position.
We'll see. Adams dug by Dykema. Wong-orantes good out of system center. Drevniak hard angle, and Kimberly Drevniak her 6th kill after 5 in the first set.
Without a single error, besides actually she got blocked just once in that first set. 5 kills in the first, and man, she continues that trend. She's gonna be unstoppable.
There's Cuttino. Danielle Cuttino off the back set from Fairbanks. Love Cuttino's game. Played for the U.S. national team since 2019. Had a great interview on Serving Pancakes with Tiffany Oshinsky, which you can see at LOVB.com. Cuttino took up volleyball in the 8th grade. She previously played basketball. And that ball is down, and Jordan Larson gets it done for Omaha. She'll go back and serve.
About half of her kills are going to come from the off speed. She almost has like 3 or 4 sets of eyes, really able to see the defense beneath her attack.
Jemerson, wrist away. Gets it down to the floor. Tia Jemerson. Thought about her being a big surprise in this league, the Atlanta native. Jemerson now has 2 kills in this one. 4 swings. Cuttino's serve. Targeting Cubic Banks. Drevniak off the high hands. Drevniak another kill. That's 7 in the match. Great athlete, huh?
Just so impressive, and what I love is her explosiveness. Because she's a lefty on the right side, it really enables her to come in at an angle to the court, giving her greater vision.
Fairbanks out of system. Adams blocked by Stivrins, covered up nicely. Cuttino overdigged by Larson. Lots of options for Fairbanks. She tees up Jemerson, who blasts it down at 45 degrees.
Fairbanks throwing her feet into the ground, a little extra emphasis on that set, almost as if to hold the middle blocker. And then she delivers that high tempo set to Tia Jemerson, just unloading on the 10-foot line.
Was the little stamp of her feet, was it a bit of a sign?
No, I think it was almost trying to catch the attention of the block, because there's an ace. Mac Adams whipping through the service line.
Mac Adams, the 2nd ace of the match for Atlanta.
We'll call that a hybrid serve. Half topspin, half float. So she'll toss it with some spin to it, but then kind of attack with a little bit of a flatter hand. So the ball won't spin as much, but we'll still have the trajectory of an up to down serve.
Okay. That serve too strong.
Sometimes you'll see the opposite hybrid, where you actually toss with 2 hands, there's no float, and then you attack with your hand over the top, creating spin. There's 2 different ways to do the hybrid.
And Drevniak responds with an ace of her own.
I was looking through the numbers for in-system play for Atlanta through that first set, and you saw several aces come at their serve reception. However, their numbers still look pretty decent, well above the 40s in terms of their good pass, just below at 48.
There's feast or famine. Back row attack by Larson. And she was on the 3-meter line. We're even at 5 here in the 2nd set. Omaha took the first one 25-21. Here comes Jemerson. Grew up playing for A5 Gwinnett near Atlanta. Dykema, low back set. Stivrins the swing off the soft block. Cuttino the tip out of the back row. Bump set Wong-orantes. Cubic Banks off the high hands. Adams dug her right tight to the net. Dykema going outside to Maddie. Cubic Banks again. Lunging big effort by Jemerson. And the kill for Cubic Banks. Boy, she has been great in practice for Omaha. Basically taking the job away from Jaylee Winters.
And this is a reason why right now it's just to see, not only is her passing so solid, but I love the vision here, seeing the gap in the block just a little bit late there from Yehelasheva.
Susie Fritz made sure to point out nothing that Winters did wrong, just that Cubic Banks had been so good. Yehelasheva, another kill. Back to Yehelasheva, now with 5 kills and 7 swings.
Showing her range. This is a bit more of a pushed set away from the setter. Oftentimes when you run the offense, you're trying to attack the gaps between the opposing blockers.
The overdig put down by Stiverins, and it's 7-6 Omaha.
It's so easy to get too excited on some of those overpasses, and Stiverins with a little bit of a giggle there as she exits the court because she jumped so early as she wanted that overpass kill.
It's okay if you get it on the way down, right? Here comes Lexi Rodriguez and is a serving specialist again. She was in that first set. Cook dug by Dykema, bumps at Drevniak. Larson, got dug by Cuttino. It's Cuttino. Back row attack by Adams, dug by Drevniak. Drevniak out of the back row, went for the hands and got him.
Omaha needed to be more terminal in their offense, and by having Drevniak in the back row, they're really finding something there.
8 kills and hitting .530. Love that big left-handed hammer of hers. Combo play, Cuttino. And Cuttino able to shoehorn that one between the block and the net.
She is just wildly fast. A former actual middle blocker, now moved over to the right side, but she's also a great jumper, and the contact point is just always going to be above the opposing block. So she's going to have a bit of a challenge in regards to trying not to hit the ball straight down, even though it looks like no one's beneath her.
Middle blocker early in college, Cuttino did, then to outside hitter, now opposite. There's Thader, middle blocker for Omaha on the slide. Getting one back for Love Omaha.
Atlanta showing a little bit of a crack there, that left side blocker against the slide. The middle blocker's getting there. The left side hasn't been able to slow it down yet.
How about the tape ace for Dykema? Sometimes it works out.
Some of the best celebrations in the game. Dykema.
Laura Dykema, her debut with the Dutch national team came way back in 2010. 2 silvers and a bronze at the European Championships. Adams, dug by wong-orantes. Cubic Banks the set. Larson the swing. Got dug by Cook. There's Cuttino pushing it over. Drevniak was there. Dykema outside to Larson. Big swing. Wrist away. And the GOAT with another kill.
Patience, patience, patience from Jordan Larson right here. The high ball set, it's so hard when you're running these quick tempo offenses to delay, but that is so impressive. Waiting, letting the block form, and then finding the angle.
That was her 5th kill. Cuttino off the soft block, lunging play by Cubic Banks. Drevniak. Ooh. Blocked by Yehelasheva. Back in the face of Thader, who says that she's okay. Eighth-year pro from Mizzou, Emily Thader. Yehelasheva's serve now after the rejection. That's Larson, dug by Adams. Fairbanks rushing over, tees up Adams, and Mac Adams with a kill. Got the dig, took the swing, got the kill.
Yeah, love the location there from Mac Adams, recognizing that there's almost a little bit of a rotational style defense against her middle blocker, or excuse me, middle back shifting towards the line. So deep cross court is a good spot.
12-9 Omaha, second set action. They look to go up 2-0. When we come back, we will hear from Danielle Cuttino and part of her visit with Tiffany Oshinsky on serving pancakes.
What made you switch from basketball to volleyball?
I just wanted something else to do, something more. And I felt like volleyball was more authentic to me because it wasn't so like physical. And I like the idea of like still feeling really powerful and strong without having that physical contact. So the more I got to play, the more I fell in love with it. Like it was just like, it just felt so natural.
That's a great interview with Tiffany Oshinsky serving pancakes. You can see the entire thing at LOVB.com. Had a chance to watch that entire interview. And Danielle Cuttino, such an engaging personality. And as part of that interview, she also said she took up volleyball in the 8th grade. Had previously played basketball, as you heard. She got cut from her middle school team. She said, that was my MJ story. Didn't start playing club volleyball until a sophomore in high school.
It's pretty impressive. I mean, that just speaks to her athleticism. Skill set already so quick.
And now she will serve. Cubic Banks going down the line off the soft block. Cook was there for the dig. Bump set by Pinoy. The swing by Adams. Here comes Cubic Banks. Cross body down the line. And didn't find the floor. It's 12-11, Omaha. And Cuttino will serve again. Cuttino played middle blocker early in college, then to outside hitter. Said that she needed a lot more techniques as an outside. It's a service error for Cuttino. 13-11 Omaha.
Hasn't been the best start for her in this matchup, though, thus far, hitting 182, just 3 kills on 11 total attempts. They're going to need her to find her offensive efficiency.
Cook with the pass. Jemerson with the swing on the slide. Dykema going to Cubic Banks. That's set a little tight to the net. Cubic Banks again. This time more in her window. Got dug by Adams. Dykema for Drevniak. Block couldn't consolidate because they didn't know where Dykema was going to go.
Well, that and the fact that Drevniak takes a really nice job in terms of kind of loading her arm. The block of Atlanta just a hair early. They started to fall at point of contact.
Heavy left arm for Drevniak. Getting a heavy arm to Adams, but she goes for the tip. Fairbanks, Cuttino pushing it toward the back corner. Theta was there, back set. Drevniak off the hands. Drevniak again, this time high hands and kill.
And that is just a huge missed opportunity for Atlanta. They got a free ball on their side in system play. They go to Cuttino in the right back corner. She's not able to convert, where, well, Jemerson had the opportunity as well in the middle of the court, who, by the way, she's hitting 333, so not a bad place to go right now is the middle of the court. Atlanta's got to find their transition offense.
Kimberly Drevniak, 10 kills, 17 swings without an attack error. She has been blocked twice, hitting 470.
I mean, and whether it's from the front row or the back row, she has just been lighting it up. I've also been impressed with her blocking placement, but here's the look at the back row attack. That's not easy. She's a lefty hitting a pipe. You got to make sure to finish that set through to her left side. Again, you can see how she adjusts with those last 2 steps into the inside of the court. Great whipping arm swing, and look how aggressive she is with those feet all the way to the inside set. It's like having another outside on the court when you've got a lefty on the right side.
Now tell me, why would it be more difficult back row middle attack for a left-hand swinger?
It's actually more difficult, I think, on the setter a bit, just because that ball has to, instead of making it to about the center of the court, you got to push it about another foot and a half. So you always have to remember that you have a right-handed versus left-handed attacker coming out of the back row.
Richburg, along with former Washington State and pro setter Cameron Irwin. Pancake by Drevniak, kept alive by Cubic Banks. Jemerson, lunging play by Drevniak again. Good defense for the Omaha setter. Gia Day gets rejected by Stivrins. We had a net violation against Omaha. They don't like the call. Gia Day getting into the match for Omaha for the first time. Romeo, Michigan.
Drevniak almost throwing out the, hey, that's not me card. Stivrins, though, the one with the net fault on her side.
Wasn't me. Now Gia Day will serve. Played at Maryland 2016-2017, Baylor 2018-2019. Dykema to Stivrins. Dug by Cuttino. Here comes Kelsey Cook. Drevniak off speed. Engine play by Fairbanks. And there's Cook again. Cross body.
She nearly took off Dykema's head. Oh my goodness.
I just got a sense of the athletes in this match because Larson wasn't happy after that. You have a 3-time Olympian hitting one at the feet of a 4-time Olympian. Each time they won medals. Yes, of course, has won 5 consecutive medals in the Olympics. Going back to Beijing in 2008. It's Drevniak. Hard angle attack. And went too long.
One of the first times she's actually been off balance, not able to transition back out, got stuck underneath. This is a big changing point for Atlanta right now. They're getting transition opportunities. They've got to be able to put the ball down.
4-0 run, 3 of them with Gia Day at the service line. That, by the way, was Drevniak's first attack error. This time, Cubic Banks, and she gets rejected by Fairbanks and Jimerson.
Ball out of bounds.
Ball out of bounds, pardon me. So, Fairbanks on the block, but it was out of bounds, and now Drevniak will go back and serve.
Watch for Cuttino out of the back row.
There's Cook off the soft block. Cook with a kill. Kelsey Cook gets Atlanta back within 1.
See, and this is where things get a little bit difficult too for Atlanta because Cuttino hasn't been in that great of an offensive rhythm. They're going to have to lean on Kelsey Robinson Cook that much more on the outside.
But the block will know that, right?
Exactly.
Back row attack, Drevniak. That time did not get the high hands as she did out of the back row on the right side a few points ago. And we're even at 16. This point where Omaha took control in the first set.
Watch for the slide attack here. Or going down the line for the outside.
Cubic Banks, Gibbons was teed up for the slide if she wanted it on the overdig. It sat atop the tape, and then Dykema puts it down. 17-16, Love Omaha.
Atlanta's offense still faltering here. Again, they get a good look. I love the play there from Fairbanks. Just unable to find that side out.
Patty Cubic Banks, 2019 Volleyball Magazine NCAA Freshman of the Year. Yehelasheva, AVCA National Freshman of the Year. Gets a kill for Atlanta.
She wasn't sure which side of the net that landed on. This is a great blocking rotation for Atlanta. Cuttino, Yehelasheva, and Robinson Cook.
Stivrins, able to find a seam in it anyway. Lauren Stivrins, 18-17 Omaha.
I go right back to my thought with the middle blockers for Omaha doing a nice job on the slide. Instead of trying to bring that back cross court, they've scored a lot of points going back towards the line on the slide attack. Stivrins gets another, now sitting alongside her sister Amber on the sidelines.
And there's Lexi Rodriguez, yet another AVCA National Freshman of the Year, 2021. First time ever a Libro had won it. Lunging play by Cubic Banks. And that one didn't get over the net. And we're back even at 18. Actually, they say a double hit that did get over the net. You can have a double hit, it just can't go over. And now Kelsey Cook will serve. There's many family members here. About 2 hours away, Bartlett, Illinois. Back row attack by Drevniak. Off the hand of Cuttino. 19-18 Omaha. Side out. Love Omaha.
She's simply automatic right now. Front row or back row. Love the tempo that Dykema is throwing up to her.
11 kills for Drevniak, hitting .330. Cuttino. Dug by Cubic Banks, right on the money. Drevniak off speed. Pianette Pinoy there. Back row attack, down into the tape from Kelsey Cook. 20-18 Omaha. This is a big
huge
side-out opportunity for Atlanta. You think they've got to have it. And they take a timeout to talk about it. Larson, the 4-time Olympian. Going all the way back to London, then Rio, then Tokyo, and then Paris. Should still get it done.
Absolutely, coming off a season-high night. Last night, 16 total kills. I talked to her, I said, man, my body was hurting watching that. That's just so impressive. She goes, I know, it's like they don't remember how old I am and I'm still getting that many swings. But man, no surprise there, as she is one of the best outside hitters in the world to play the game of volleyball. What just a legend it is to see her play.
You know what I say? I go back to the Major League pitcher Satchel Paige, and this is more true the older I get. Nobody knew how old he was. He said, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you was? He had no birth certificate. Age is just a number. Let it go. And Jordan Larson has done that.
You know what she has is 17 years of professional volleyball experience, and it shows whether she's taken a cut at the ball, she's finding that first contact, which she is superb at. So fun to watch.
Atlanta got the side out they needed. Now can they score in transition? Back set to Cuttino, rejected! Larson and Thader.
She's getting it done in every phase of the game.
What an incredible athlete. Only U.S. indoor volleyball player with 4 Olympic medals, Jordan Larson. Jemerson dug by wong-orantes. One of the best libros in the world. Giaday high in the air. Giaday gets the kill. We saw her center team on a run at the service line. And now Day comes up with her first kill of the match.
Love the sprawling dig there from wong-orantes, though. One of the toughest balls to get is the one that is directly in front of you. It's called a sprawl, where you have to go completely vertical. There's really no cushion on your hips. There's a look at it as she sprawls down out in front of her.
And we have a double sub, Maddie Bug and Oni Ofebu out of the University of Oregon, playing for just the 2nd time this year. She's in the front row, goes up for the block. Larson went up and went long, and we're even at 21.
She's in the front row on the right side, more importantly. Traditionally a middle blocker.
She's taken only 1 swing this year and got a kill. There's a wrist away. Thader goes wide, and suddenly Atlanta on a run. It's 22-21. Love Atlanta. So not only did they get that side out that they needed back at 21-18, they have scored 4 consecutive points, and Omaha takes a timeout. All right, what's changed?
One of the biggest elements and strengths to Atlanta is the fact that they have that flexibility in their lineup. When we talked to Coco about it, he said, you know, we've got 4 or 5 middle blockers that are just fantastic that we can put out in just about any position. And you're seeing that now with Oni Ofebu playing on the right side. So they're having to make adjustments because, to be quite frank, they're not playing up to their standard, whether that's from a passing standpoint or from an offensive output standpoint.
Offensive output, Kelsey Cook, 5 kills in 18 swings.
And she's had to get creative, right? She's gonna see that double block in front of her each and every time. How can you score points on out-of-system plays?
Thader got dug by Pinoy. Overdig, dug by Cook off the swing from Cubic Banks. Cubic Banks reloads, dug by Pinoy. Fairbanks going to Giaday. Day rolling one across the tape. And out of bounds. And Omaha gets the side out to even things up at 22. Lauren Stivrins back in, wong-orantes out. So you've got Cubic Banks, Stivrins, and Drevniak in the front row. And the middle blocker, Emily Thader to serve. Bug going to Day, who tools the block. Gia Day coming up with a big time for her 2nd kill.
Well, and you're sitting here going, I don't know what to do. Who's going to hit the slide? Is it Jemerson or Ofebu? When you've got both of them in at the same time, shifting from that left side, the Omaha block just sitting there going, who do we go to?
Wong-orantes, Larson, Cubic Banks in serve receive. It was Larson. Drevniak going high hands, didn't get him. Celebrated if she thought she had. Set point coming for Atlanta, but not before we have a challenge. Drevniak convinced that she got the high.
I was going to say, very confident on calling this challenge and now walking to the service line. look. Yeah, that ball actually, if you watch the trajectory and the spin of it, it does appear to change.
Even at 23, Drevniak serve. Bug, LOVB, just her second swing this season. And it gets Atlanta to set point in the second.
That's
wow.
One heck of a swing and a statement from LOVB. Again, that was out of the middle.
Right.
I don't know where she's going. This is a new system I haven't seen.
She's one of the Love Six, along with the likes of Madison Skinner, Sarah Franklin, Jess Merzick, all who play a lot. Also Sophie Fisher, Lexi Rodriguez, and LOVB out of Oregon.
Talk about creativity here. You have two middle blockers on the court right now who are interchanging between playing right side and middle, and LOVB goes quick in the middle. Look at that turn, shoulders directly to the middle back of the court, and just an absolute whip of an arm.
There she is. LOVB just wrapped up her collegiate career at Oregon. Played in all 117 sets for a team that lost in the third round in 5 sets to then top-ranked Pitt. 3 kills, 1.2 blocks per set. Also played 3 seasons at UC Irvine before her 2 years at Oregon. Now Tia Jemison will serve. Set point for Atlanta, trying to even this up at 1 apiece. Dykema going to Stivrins. Dug by Bug. Blue ball coming from LOVB. Omaha has to have it. Stivrins again on the slide. Dug by Giade. LOVB into the antenna. So first time she runs the slide in this match. And we're even at 24.
I love that Dykema went right back to the slide in that rally. I would have loved to have seen Stivrins, though, try and work more towards the line. She had Jimerson working in that left back corner. So even though Robinson was the block in front, she might have been able to find that earlier point.
Adriana Fitzmaurice comes in on the right side for the first time in this match for Omaha. A little bigger on the block. It's Cook off speed. Gabby Blossom. Fitzmaurice got dug by Day. Cook. How about that? They bring in Fitzmaurice, and it pays off. And now set point coming for Omaha.
What a move here by Susie Fritz, putting Adriana Fitzmaurice into the right side. She comes in and does exactly what she's supposed to, earning the block point. Quick step, shuffle over, and closing it down alongside Stivrins.
Bug and LOVB come out. Cuttino and Fairbanks back in for Atlanta. Set point now for Omaha, trying to go up 2-0. Combo play, Cuttino off the block and out of bounds. And we're back even at 25.
Cuttino could be a difference maker in this match for Atlanta, and especially considering if they can take this second set off her hand, this is going to be huge for them in terms of rhythm into the third.
Rachel Fairbanks, good at the service line for Atlanta tonight. Cubic Banks, Larson, and wong-orantes in serve received. It was Cubic Banks, good pass. Stivrins on the slide off the high hands. And it's Omaha to a second service set point.
And again, it's attacking down the line, high off the hands of Kelsey Robinson Cook.
Lauren Stivrins will serve. Atlanta out of system. Big swing by Cuttino. Big block by Thader. Omaha leads 2-0. Atlanta had set point and could not get across the finish line. The first place team in the league is down 2-0.
They are in some hot water right now, and at the hand of Emily Thader on that last and final block. Omaha leaning into their strengths. Great passing and blocking to boot.
4 blocks in the first 2 sets for Love Omaha, including a big one by Thader. That ended it.
three. They're going to backset their way across the net, to me and back. Whoever gets to the finish line first is going home with some four. You can go back, you can go back. Not Trump, you can go this way. All right, you got turned around finally. Some Forest Kitchen gift cards are on the line. We're celebrating with some incredible setters here in Love Volleyball. And it looks like the team Nonchalants have made it to the finish line. Volleyball fans, make some noise for them. They're going home with some Forest Kitchen gift cards. Congratulations, ladies. I have them for you right here. Oh, they're showing the love to each other. Great sportsmanship. Here's your gift cards. One more time for Madison. Next play in our next set relay race, presented by Forest Kitchen. Give it up one more time for our contestants.
By Adidas and by the Love Finals, where the first League One volleyball champion will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th, won't you? It's in Louisville. Tickets are now on sale. Go to LOVBfinals.com. That's LOVBfinals.com for details. Now that's not downtown Louisville, that's downtown Madison, Wisconsin campus. Beautiful area here, absolutely love it. You and I rode in Uber today with someone who had an excellent Wisconsin accent.
Oh, it was marvelous,
it was great.
Wasn't it? I absolutely loved it. But just wild to be at this position. Atlanta now down 0-2 as the #1 team in league play.
Thader, who had the block that ended the second set, has the kill that begins the third. And 1-0 Omaha as they gun for the sweep. Omaha 4-4. Early on, they looked like the best team in the league. They won their first 3 matches. But since it dropped 6 of 7 overall, including 0-2 in the Love Classic. Drevniak again. I tell you what, with her penchant for hard angle attacks, and with Omaha on that side of the net, you and I have to be careful of it.
Yeah, no kidding. I wonder how we've gotten to this point too, and it's been really impressive. They've really been able to ride Drevniak in terms of the offensive performance on the side of Omaha.
Bump set wong-orantes, Drevniak, dug by Cook. Cuttino, covered up by Jimerson. Fairbanks, back row attack by Cook, went off speed. One-hand play by Drevniak, kept alive by Omaha. Here comes Cubic Banks, cross body. Addie Cubic Banks makes it 3-0, Love Omaha.
Great defense on the side of Omaha. When you look at this team as a total, one of the areas that they've been really strong in is their blocking. However, defensively is where they've had a little bit of struggles in terms of digs per set. They're currently in 6th place, but they have stepped it up as they're currently out-digging Atlanta in this matchup.
Cubic Banks, lunging play by Pinoy. Drevniak, an absolute bullet. Cuttino couldn't dig it.
If Cuttino wasn't there, Rich, you would have been the one digging it.
My face might have dug it.
They have got to figure out a way to slow her down.
And the dig goes over, and Jimerson puts it down. Atlanta gets on the board for the first time in this third set.
So when you, I was about to say, when you have a hitter that is as hot as Drevniak currently is, oftentimes you try and take away one of their attacks, right? Can we take away her line swing? Can we take away her cross court? Right now, she's doing such a solid job of spreading her attack around. As soon as Atlanta makes an adjustment, she goes right to the opposite direction.
Sign of a smart player. Not the great set that Thader wanted, but she certainly bettered that ball and got the side out for Omaha. They take a 5-1 lead. Sometimes when that mistiming's not there, your hitter has to pick. When the timing's not there, your hitter has to pick you up, right?
Absolutely. You got to make the most of what's coming her direction.
Bug going to Day, and Day with a wrist away. She received serve and then got the swing. They got the side out for Love Atlanta. (5-2) Omaha. Day's jump serve down into the tape. Sixth service error of the match for Atlanta. To 2 for Omaha. Benoit with a set. Here comes Kelsey Cook off the hands. Speared by wong-orantes. That ball just trickled over the tape. Cook again off the block and out of bounds. Kelsey Cook with a kill for Atlanta.
That's the second just astonishing dig we've seen from wong-orantes. The reason it is so impressive is because that's behind the block. The block actually takes up a portion of the back court. However, that is an incredible read from wong-orantes to get behind it.
Yeah, did not expect that ball to be there. There's Stivrins pushing it in, lunging play by Day. Back set, Cuttino down into the tape. And back out of bounds.
Actually, that's Rivero Marine on the right
Pardon
side.
me, Rivero
right
Marine. Yeah, not Cuttino. That's Jessica Rivero Marine, who came into the dub sub along with Bug.
If I'm Atlanta, Magda Yahalasheva back onto the court right now would be imperative to find her, as she's still hitting at the 500 mark. 5 total kills on just 8 attempts. Try and get her the ball.
Yeah, she was big in that first set. So was this ball off the block or was it off the tape? I think that's the question, right?
And look.
Samara Savor, the up official.
No, it's the ball.
All right,
So it's point Atlanta.
for a block touch. We have the play up on the video board for you. You make
I'm looking off the swing from Rivero Marine. Yep. That hits difference. Tape pin on. Point Atlanta. Tia Jimerson will serve. Rivero Marine, Yahalasheva, and Cook in the front row for Atlanta. wong-orantes, Larson, and Cubic Banks in serve receive for Omaha. It's Larson with the overhand pass. Back row attack by Drevniak, and goes long. 6-5 Omaha. Rare attack error for Kimberly Drevniak.
Just didn't find the ball or the hand on ball contact that she was looking for. That was an earlier kill from Drevniak.
Drevniak trying to cover it up herself, went off speed, was read well. And we're even at 6 here in the third.
They tried to go right back to it when they have Stivrins on the slide, where they've scored multiple points down the line. Let's see if that's going to be the option now for Dykema.
Yeah, Lasheva was on her way down. Still found a way to do it. Good pass by Larson. Cubic Banks the tip, lunging play by Bug. Rivero Marine off the soft block. On the slide, Stivrins going to the back line and going long. 7-6 Atlanta.
Stivrins getting just a hair too far underneath this ball, sends it from behind her head and launches this long.
Omaha won the first 4 points of this set, so it's a 7-2 run for Atlanta. Stevens on the slide again, pushing it to the back line. Day was there, Bug teeing up Rivera Marine, got dug by Drevniak, overdig, put down by Yehalasheva. 8-6 Atlanta. They're calling for contributions from Yehalasheva.
Yes, exactly. I'm more wondering about whether this was called a lift or not. Larson saying it wasn't, but that was the head officials. Subjective call there.
Timeout taken by Omaha. 8-6 Atlanta. Omaha looking for a sweep. Atlanta would like to reverse that. Back with more from Madison, Wisconsin after this. Six Atlanta as they drop the first 2 sets but lead the third. Let's have a look back at our Adidas scouting report.
Atlanta, again, looking to try and find a spread offense, distributing that ball. So far, they haven't been able to find the offensive efficiency in a few areas, considering that right side attack of Cuttino. That still needs to increase. But on the other side, Omaha has done a really nice job of their middles getting block touches, a great category to look at in terms of the stats. They actually represent it on League1Volleyball.com. You can check it out. And they are tracking how many times each one of these players is getting a touch on the block. It doesn't mean they're getting a stuff block, but just getting a touch. Right now, Omaha touching 48.5% of the balls coming across the net, whereas Atlanta only 35%. So it's exactly that, being able to transition back out on the side of Omaha.
Gilbert Banks springs high in the air and gets the kill for Omaha. And they're back within 1. Now she'll go back and serve. One of the more surprising things is her coming on as well as she has. They've been great in practice. Last night, 15 kills at 350. wong-orantes there, one Olympian digging another. And there's Larson, our greatest Olympian, with a kill. And we're back even at 8 after the Omaha timeout, taken by Susie Fritz.
And that's another great example, right? Omaha gets the block touch, then able to find the dig, and it's the connection, stringing those elements together to create transition offense.
They're out digging Atlanta 42-34. There's Yehalasheva putting it down for Atlanta. Back to Yehalasheva with her 7th kill.
Part of the reason Atlanta's middles have just been so efficient throughout the season is because of their first contact. You can imagine that each time they find that perfect reception, the middles are option number 1.
Jessica Rivera Marine with the very high toss. Bottom dropped out of that one. Stevens on the slide, dug by Rivera Marine. Bump set Pinoy, back row attack by Gia Day. How about Gia Day? And the set by Pinoy.
Rivera Marine with the Hulk smash dig, though. She just punched that volleyball.
Degged it perfectly, didn't she?
Watch this. That's wild. And then Pinoy able to put up a perfect second contact. That's what you want.
The Hulk smash dig.
You gotta get creative sometimes, you
And
know?
now she'll serve. Drevniak blocked. Yehalasheva and Cook. I think it was Cook that got her hand up.
That's a good problem when you're not sure which blocker got the block, because guess what? That's the first triple block we have seen against the Drevniak back row attack. Robinson Cook shifting over as well as Bug to help Yehalasheva.
11-8. Rivera Marine with an ace. Jessica Rivera Marine, where have you been all my life? She had her first 2 kills of the season, the last match against Madison.
Wow, that ball actually had some left to right trajectory on it as well, not just topspin.
That's a little like Micah Hancock from the opposite side. And consecutive aces for Rivera Marin.
This one working from the right to the left into the deep corner pocket.
How about that? Back-to-back aces. Native of Cuba, grew up in Spain, joined the Spanish U18 national team back in 2008, has been part of the Spanish senior national team since 2010. And she'll be 30 on March the 15th. Has won her league's best server award in multiple stops, as you might imagine from what we've seen right here.
But she's another perfect example of what Paulo Coco has talked about with his team and just the flexibility with their lineup, really being able to pull different pieces in. When we spoke to him earlier today, he said, we have to be able to find answers in every situation, finding those solutions. And right now they've got Maddie Bug on the court, Rivera Marin on the court, Gia Day, and they constantly are shifting and moving these pieces. Not to mention the move with Onio Febu also getting shifted in that second set. So really kind of playing this chess game with his roster.
Coming up when we're done here, Austin against Madison. We expect a great crowd here for that one. Rivera Marin with a thunderous serve. Stevens gets rejected by Hilasheva. It is 14-8 Atlanta.
An extra shift here. Hilasheva doing a solid job working a step further on that left side block.
Jessica Rivera Marin will serve again. The two aces, by the way, her first two this season. They nearly had a third. Drubniak out of the back row. Big on the dive from Rivera Marin, but Maddie Bug unable to come up with a good set. Side out Omaha, 14-9.
That's when you just have to tell yourself, clear the mechanism for Maddie Bug. Sometimes those high digs are just tough to handle as a setter. They're coming down with such velocity, and you also are trying to pay attention to where your own attacker is in their tempo.
Are you a baseball movie fan? For love of the game, Kevin Costner, clear the mechanism. Is that where you got that?
Exactly.
All right. On the slide, Hilasheva. And into the antenna. Oh, no, it's a point. Pardon me. I thought they had given a point to Omaha.
No,
figure out how in the world Atlanta got
I
there.
think she tagged Jordan Larson right in the top of that. And Hilasheva kind of checking in on her, going across the net. It's the second time she's had to do that this match.
15-9 Atlanta. Dykema going to Larson, who tools the block.
Great tempo on first ball side out. Here's a look back at the previous play. This is Hilasheva. Yep, just off the dome.
Laura Dykema serve. Atlanta out of system. The bump set by Cook. Swing by Day, and she finds a way anyway.
I love the fortitude right now from Atlanta. Just different pieces out there, but you can see smiles on the face and trying to create energy on their side of the net.
There's Larson with a tip. Lunging play by Day. Rivera Marin and Bug. Free ball for Dykema. Gator pushing it toward the back row. Got dug by Hilasheva. Day off speed. Pancaked up by Dykema. Larson. Dug by Day. And miscommunication between Bug and Rivera Marin, and Omaha gets the point. Don't see that very often at this level.
Well, and again, we talked about those moving pieces for Atlanta right now. Not surprising, just some of those miscues in terms of communication. Jordan Larson having a little bit of an argument there with our head ref because I believe there was a lift that was missed throughout that rally on the side of Atlanta.
Bug went for the dump, didn't work. Day. Block covered up by Bug. Jemerson on the slide. Jemerson with a kill. 17-11 Atlanta.
Hold on. What was that reaction? Pinoy and Jemerson have some sort of celebration in the middle. What in the world? Oh, this is it. It was a bump slide. She bumped that from her platform. That is not easily done. That means that she's adding more of a linear trajectory to that and still attacking off of 1 foot. No wonder they're celebrating that. That's awesome.
17-12 after the Omaha side out. Thader going to get her team back into this third set. Roberto Marine from the left side. I've seen her from the right side, now the left. Again, they're seeking options. They've got Marine at opposite, with Danielle Cuttino not having the best match, and with Tessa Grubbs out with an injury. Dykema going to Cubic Banks for the wrist away, and Pianette Pinoy unable to dig it. 18-13.
Cubic Banks going 4-4. That zone 4 on the opposite side, and it's a tough one that when it's the seam between the left front defender and the left back defender.
Bud going to Rivera Marine. Blocked by Stivrins. 18-14. One more point in a timeout, you think? Day,
Yeah, I'd give it one more.
Day, Pinoy, and Cook. Good serve receive, but a lunging play by Jemerson. Cook off speed. Drevniak, the overdig. Larson was there for Omaha. Cubic Banks, her tip, dug by Bud. Rivera Marine, hard angle attack, read well by Dykema. Bump set by wong-orantes. High hands wanted, didn't get them. 19-14 Atlanta.
Rich, when was the last time we said kill by Drevniak?
Been a while.
Exactly. So this third set, they've been able to slow her down, not able to find her as often from an offensive standpoint for Omaha.
Cubic Banks off the soft block, lunging play by Day. Nice dig by Larson. Cubic Banks blocked by Yehelasheva. She's got 8 blocks now.
I mean, even if you're not scoring points offensively, which by the way she is, she's still adding just as many block points.
Cubic Banks.
Another.
Yes. Yehelasheva and Rivera Marine again. Another opportunity, and that time Cubic Banks able to find a seam in the block. 20-15.
At this point, if Magda's in the front row and I'm attacking against her, I'm going every direction opposite of where she is. Attack down the line, attack heavy into the angle, but do not challenge her.
Yehelasheva down off the head. Was that Larson again? Get more headers than a soccer player.
Oh my goodness. Yehelasheva's getting up so high, she's just going straight through the arms. This time it's Stivrins.
Stivrins that time, okay, but Larson was holding her head,
Saying,
I think,
yeah,
in sympathy.
I feel your pain.
Right. Service arrow for Rivera Marine. 21-16. Atlanta perfectly happy to trade side outs right about now.
You know, it's funny, in the sport of beach volleyball, you oftentimes see attackers go through blockers' arms like that because they're trying to take away so many angles. They do a little bit more of a spread block maneuver with their arms. You can envision almost a Y above your head.
Sure.
I imagine now for Omaha, you're going to want to start to shallow up some of those shoulders because Yehelasheva continues to attack right through the block.
Yes, she does. Let's see Rodriguez at the service line for Omaha, 21-17. Let's have another look at the ball off the head.
Yeah, you can see just off the top, right through the arms of Stivrins.
Atlanta out of system. Kelsey Cook. Omaha to get within 3. Larson. And it's blocked by Yehelasheva again. She's got 9 blocks in this match.
What makes a great blocker? It's not just timing and alignment, but it's handwork. And I think Yehelasheva's finishing moves are some of the best. She's even late there. She's only doing a step crossover to jump, but it's those last minute moves with her hands and shoulders that are making a huge difference again in this rally.
twice in this rally. Dig by Cook. Outside today, off speed. Drevniak there. Back row attack, Cubic Banks. Inside out, Omaha, much to the chagrin of Paulo Coco. 22-18.
The go-to has shifted now from Drevniak to Cubic Banks in set 3 for Omaha. Finding her out of the back row.
Good pass by Day. Ihalashva on the slide. Day got the hands. And Atlanta 2 points away from sending us to a fourth.
Much better transition attacking for Atlanta. That's 2 opportunities where it's just a perfect pass. Maddie Buck can stand right in the middle of the court and deliver a flawless set.
Gia Day breaking out in this one. Bia Nagrati comes in to serve and play defense for Atlanta. Larson off the block and out of bounds. 23-19.
Omaha's just grateful to have Magda Yahalasheva out of the front row right now. They need to take advantage.
And Jordan Larson will serve. Going after Day, who provides a great pass. Jefferson on the slide. Jefferson with a kill. Set point coming for Atlanta. They had 1 set point in the second. They let the set get away. They got some breathing room here. Maddie Bug serves. Short serve. Drevniak. Drevniak just 2 kills in this third set. 12 in the first 2 combined. And there's Jessica Rivera-Marin. Sends us to a fourth. 25-19 Atlanta. Fourth set coming up from Madison, Wisconsin. The first place team gets a set back. Can they collect a reverse sweep? 25-19 Atlanta in the third. Fourth set coming up.
I think it's important for these women to have strong female role models, right? If they happen to be coaches, if they happen to be teachers, someone in their life that models what being, you know, a woman looks like. Women wear a lot of hats in their lives, period, right? Our ability to do that is our superpower.
Susie Fritz, head coach of Omaha, and in the second match we'll see Carly Lloyd setting for Austin. And Lloyd said it's important for women to show that they don't have to be just a professional athlete, just a mom, just a business person, that they can do it all. And these women are excellent role models for younger people.
I mean, regardless of where you look, whether it's on the sidelines or on the court, in League One volleyball, you're seeing so many great examples of that. These women just so multifaceted in their talents, their skills, and right now you're getting to see just a small sample of who they are as people, which is them as professional athletes.
Susie Fritz, great role model in her own right. That's back into the second row. And Atlanta gets the first point of this fourth set. This is like a train that is gaining some momentum now, Atlanta. Can Omaha stop it and avoid getting reverse swept after winning the first two sets? Yehelasheva's serve. As Omaha out of system. Cubic Banks going for the hands, and she found him, even at one.
One of the biggest differences from sets 1 and 2 to sets 3 is Kimberly Drevniak and what her numbers look like. She actually was at 400 in that first set in terms of her efficiency. Second set, about the 280 mark or 230 mark.
280.
Third set, negative 230.
Yeah.
They were able to hold her to negative efficiency.
How about Rivera Marine out of the back row? Gia Day. Gia Day having a breakout match.
Love the swing from the outside, adding a little extra emphasis. Her, I believe, 8th kill in this match. She is hitting over 400, which is an outstanding number for an outside hitter. You're looking to be at least about 300. You're still having a great night as an outside if you're hitting 300. She's well above that.
And there's an ace for Bug. Gia Day had 13 kills against Salt Lake back on February the 8th. 10 against Omaha February 2nd. And now 7 against Omaha here. Atlanta already with a 3-1 lead. They got a free ball, and Day makes it 4-1. 8th kill for Gia Day.
Another aspect that stands out is the service pressure on Atlanta. They're the best serving team to this point throughout the season, and Maddie Bug with a solid serve to the right back corner. Let's see if she can find another.
1.7 service aces per set. Tops in love. Atlanta is a team. Wong-orantes, Larson, and Cubic Banks in serve receive. Cubic Banks. Right at the top of the net. Stivrins takes the swing. It's a side out for Omaha.
Paulo Coco right now is directing traffic, and what I mean by that is he's pretty much telling his blockers where the priorities are, so they're constantly shifting and prepping to be able to get good touches.
Jemerson finds a hole in the block. 5-2 Atlanta. Interesting that we have not seen Mackenzie Adams since the second set. Adams 4 kills, 6 swings. Hitting 500, but hasn't played since that second set for Atlanta. Too strong for Gia Day.
Not quite the hand contact she was looking for. A little too much float on that.
Second in the league in service aces per set, 0.53.
Watch the gap set here to the middle.
Jemerson. You Nostradamus?
No, I just understand how good Tia Jemerson is. If I had her on my team, I'd be trying to find her as often as possible.
Uh-huh. And now she serves. Drevniak, left-hand hammer, and goes long. Drevniak has struggled since that second set. Had a good first 2 sets, starting with the third. Not so much. 7-3 Atlanta. Stivrins, they tried for the one-hand dig and couldn't do it.
But again, even Atlanta, I know that doesn't transition their direction, but they still were able to get 2 blockers up on a middle attack. Sometimes you'll see dedicated middles, right? Where you're only getting those one-on-one opportunities. However, Atlanta's starting to shift and tend toward Omaha's primary attackers.
Lexi Rodriguez on the serve and play some defense and has herself an ace.
Float serve just on the platform of Kelsey Robinson Cook. The ball still moving.
Off the block and out of bounds. By the way, how about Lexi Rodriguez? Libero, and of course Libero's serve in college. And she's a DS here at the professional level for now. And coming in and getting an ace.
Yeah, you gotta love it. I also think if you ace Kelsey Cook, it should be worth 2 points, as she is the best serve receive passer in League One volleyball.
Right. And Larson pretty good in her own right. At the swing after the serve receive. Day gets rejected by Thader. Omaha getting a little bit of spark on the block from Thader, 8-6.
Emily Thader, can you change the trajectory of this 4th set? Great way to do it is big time stuff blocks. Your momentum shifters, and I love that she reads that and drops into the angle, shoulders and hands.
Helasheva sent back over. Cook tools the block. This Atlanta train ain't slowing down. 9-6.
Hats off to Maddie Bug, too. Give her a little bit of love, right? As Rachel Fairbanks had been the starting setter in this position. Now Maddie Bug running the 5-1 offense. She's done a nice job, not only inside out, but starting to improve that connection and transition.
Thader uses the block. Saw Thader on the block. Now we see her with the swing. Thader's got 6 kills to go along with 3 blocks. Dykema can go lots of ways. She goes outside to cubic banks, dug by Day. Bug. Combo play. Gia Day off the high hands, dug by Larson. Upset Dykema. Swing cubic banks, dug by Peanut Pinoy. Back row attack by Cook. Into the block of cubic banks and Thader. Day goes wide. And claiming she got the touch.
Good things happen when you hustle, and that's exactly what you want from a middle blocker. She might be winded, but she's coming away with the point.
Gia Day, and goes long. And suddenly we're even at 9. 3 consecutive points for Love Omaha.
Paolo Coco currently talking to Gia Day, saying just slow it down a little bit. She's missed 2 wide on the line swing.
Helasheva. Larson unable to dig it.
Yeah, and Emily Thader's currently hitting herself in the head a little bit. When you've had 2 hitting errors on the opposite side, on the outside, you have to be thinking the setter is looking for a different resolution. That's going to be behind the setter, her only other attacker. Thader got beat, went the opposite direction.
Cubic banks, dug by Cook, right at the top of the net. Jimerson pushes it over.
Wow.
Drevniak comes up with her first kill in a while. She had just 2 in that 3rd set after 12 in the first 2 sets combined.
Justine wong-orantes. So there's conversation here. Because
between wong-orantes and Paolo Coco, the opposing head coach.
Yes, and the question is whether Maddie Bug was setting the ball. There was a contact from the block on the opposite side of the net. This would be a back row block. You cannot interfere. Let's see right here. You can't interfere with Maddie Bug's ability to set this on her side of the net. I agree that this would be a point for Atlanta, as that would be interference. as she broke the plane of the net. Now the question is, can you challenge it?
Up official is Samara Savor. And it has been challenged. But I thought it was great that Justine Wong-orantes was giving the opposing head coach the Dikembe Mutombo finger
She
wag.
was not having it.
Big point midway through this fourth set. Atlanta, the first place team, dropped the first 2 sets. And then won the third.
So again, saying that the Omaha block broke the plane of the net before Maddie Bug had the chance to actually set that ball. Let's take a look. Wow.
How to look at it, then the kill and the challenge unsuccessful.
I'd love an explanation.
I think Kelsey Cook would as well.
And now there's confusion because he's saying it was not the last action. Either way, they're going to continue play here.
So we're even at 10.
And now a yellow card's coming. I'm not going to lie, if I were Paulo Coco, I would be fighting for this one too.
Right.
But at a point, you got to let it go.
Bug tees up Jemerson on the slide. Tia Jemerson.
The perfect response for Atlanta.
Ball don't lie, right?
Gosh, you gotta love their passing, their ability to stay in system off the serve. Look at this. And against the grain, that is not an easy set.
Yes.
20+ foot back set. Beautifully delivered.
Slide to the right, the crossbody shot too. And now Giade from the other pin.
Hey, and if nothing else, that call is providing some life, extra life on the side of Atlanta right now. A little chip on their shoulder after it.
It's 12-10 Atlanta trying to even this up at 2 sets apiece after they dropped the first 2. Fourth set action. Match 1 of 2 here in Madison, Wisconsin tonight. And they have a 12-10 lead, Atlanta over Omaha in the 4th.
'NCAA women's volleyball has never been more electrifying. The action is non-stop. The energy is explosive. Experience the intensity live. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
(12-10) Atlanta here in the 4th set after dropping the first 2. And Maddie Bug serving for Atlanta. They Hasn't gotten consecutive points since the yellow card was issued after the call at the net. The possible reach over. There's Drevniak. Oh, what a play by Peanut Pinoy off the overpass and the swing by Cubic Banks. Pancaked up by Cubic Banks. Not quite. Atlanta leads at 13-10. How about Pinoy?
Hey, a dig is a dig, regardless of whether it comes off your platform or your shoulder. She just sacrificed her body and came away with the dig.
Long time libero for the Thai national team. Drevniak into the block. Cubic Banks. Dug by Cook. Bug outside. Gia Day off speed. Drevniak off the block and out of bounds. Drevniak's second kill of the fourth set. 13-11 Atlanta.
Yeah, it's time for Omaha to find their edge again with Drevniak. Maybe that could be the starter.
Look back at previous point to the dig by Pinoy.
She just sacrifices it all on the overpass. There's no block in front. She goes, no problem.
Play by Day and Jefferson to keep that one alive. Stivrins on the slide. They need it. They get it. Lauren Stivrins gets Omaha back within one. Atlanta has all the momentum. They have Day, Pinoy, Cook, and serve receive. Gia Day from the right side.
And this is what can happen when your middles are producing. It creates gaps on the exterior of the court. Because Jimerson is such a threat, a one-on-one opportunity created with Maddie Bug setting that ball behind her.
Day now with a dozen kills and her serve. Good pass by Larson. Cubic Banks. Dug by Bug. Bump set Pinoy. Here comes Cook. Off the block, covered up by Pinoy. Coverage there by Dykema. Cubic Banks high in the air. Hard angle attack with the wrist away. Maddie Cubic Banks.
When she's been in trouble on some of those out-of-system plays, that's been her go-to shot. Heavy into the cross court. You saw Kelsey Robinson Cook. She actually shifted further past the 3-meter line or the 10-foot line. That time just cut right inside.
12 kills for Cubic Banks. Here comes Larson. Dug by Cook. Dykema punching it toward the back line. Diving play by Day. Cook again. Finds a hole in the block. Kelsey Cook with fire in her eyes. 15-13 Atlanta.
And a will from Gia Day to not let that ball hit the floor. It's the second time I've seen her get airborne on a defensive play. And Kelsey Cook, again, just showcasing why she is so strong on that outside position.
Just a couple of hours here, Illinois. That time Bug couldn't dig it as Larson went crossbody and down the line. 15-14 Atlanta. Magda Yehalasheva in the front row for Atlanta, along with Bug and Rivera Marine. Lexi Rodriguez, serving specialist throughout this match for Omaha. Swing and a miss for Yehalasheva. Rare mistake for her. And we're even at 15.
Yeah, just a little awkward on the angle. Maddie Bug, as soon as that setter starts to pull off the net, you want to create a little bit more space as a middle away from the setter, kind of keeping this triangle. You can see Bug trying to funnel that ball in front.
That makes you appreciate how often it goes well.
Yes.
And go right back to her. And this time goes wide. And Yehalasheva said that ball should be down, and they issue a challenge. Thought that ball was in.
But I love that they made that quick adjustment. Bug going right back to the same set and then just a bit more space for Magda Yehalasheva.
It's like a receiver who drops a pass. Quarterback wants to go right back to the receiver, right?
Yeah, and absolutely. And again, that middle setter connection, there's so many different systems that you can use, whether a middle will go to a specific spot along the length of a net, or it's about a distance from a setter. And those can also shift and move depending on where the pass location is. And that's why that center-middle connection is just so fun to watch develop throughout a season, because they start to understand exactly where one another are. As you look now to the official review, and it's successful, that ball inbounds. There's a look at it.
Yeah, Lashaba now with 11 kills. Jessica Rivera-Marin will serve. Played pro in Spain, Germany, Turkey, Poland, Italy. Won her league's best server award at multiple stops. And right now, you're about to see why. Oh, good pass by Cubic Banks. Drevniak rejected. Kelsey Cook.
It's all about making adjustments, and Atlanta's block has really made the adjustment. They're prioritizing the attackers on the opposite side of the net and aligning their block accordingly.
Three-time Olympian, three-time medalist. Bronze, a gold, and a silver. Kelsey Cook. Larson, the four-time Olympic medalist. I'll do you one better, and she gets the kill.
If you're Omaha, you should be feeling pretty good about yourself right now. Down by 1 and up 2 games to 1. This is a critical juncture for them.
Yeah, that's a good point. You would have signed this at the beginning of the match, right? Being in this spot. You need to remember that. Flipped up by Maddie Bug. Gordon Larson tools the block, and suddenly we're even at 17. And Omaha with some momentum.
She's just the cagiest player out there, and I love it. You can see the competitive fire to her even now. Back-to-back kills, that time just kind of a slap attack down the line.
Such great vision. Yeah, Lashaba blocked by Thader. And suddenly Omaha has a fourth set lead, 18-17.
Just
timeout Atlanta.
Dropping the gavel right now. 3 straight points on the side of Omaha, and the governor going to work.
Jordan Larson.
Look at this press. Great location. You can see her even kind of drop that head. The ponytail rises up. That gives you that extra little shoulder press you need.
So Omaha with an 18-17 lead, trying to close out Atlanta in the fourth. Emily Thader with 3 blocks, along with 6 kills and 16 swings. And Kelsey Cook, volleyball player. And also, this is a great charity that she's working for.
Yeah, this is incredible. Through the month of February, she was actually donating $75 for every kill that she recorded to the Red Heart Horse Foundation or Stables at Sunnybrook Stables in Georgia. And this is a place she actually goes every single week to be able to get away from volleyball. She said she loves having hobbies outside of the volleyball court, and whether it's surfing in California or horseback riding. She actually comes from a family of horseback riders. Her mom, even a barrel racer, who is so fun. They're actually from not far from here, and the whole family currently in town. But she's raised over $6,000 for the month of February to the Red Heart Horse Foundation, that they actually rehabilitate and rescue horses. So a great outlet for Kelsey, and she's also doing amazing work supporting that charity.
If she's still doing it, she's donated $675 today.
I figured you were going to say that.
Thader with a paintbrush, dug by Pinoy, back set. Cuttino back in the match. Day. Gia Day with another kill. 19-18 Atlanta. Out of the timeout, they get consecutive points. Kelsey Robinson Cook will serve again. Dykema going to Larson. That time Fairbanks was there. Cuttino blocked by Larson.
It is now the Larson show. Look at her. She is locked in, but the only problem is she's now in the back row.
Now she serves. Combo play, Day uses the block. Gia Day puts Atlanta up 20-19.
trying to bring them back together. Jordan Larson right now immediately goes straight back to Drevniak and says, hey, it's the next opportunity. They've got to find this side out.
And now Tia Jemerson in the front row in the middle. Expect a slide. There's Cubic Banks. Off the block and out of bounds, side out Omaha.
And they're utilizing Cuttino back in for Atlanta as she is that bigger block on the right side.
Even at 20. Fairbanks back set Cuttino, and Danielle Cuttino coming up with a great time for her first kill in some time.
And I believe they're going to utilize the double sub here. Exactly that. Cuttino back out. And Rivero Marine back in, trying to find some more offense.
Cuttino's 6th kill of the match. Bug and Rivero Marine in, as you mentioned. Rivero Marine, Day, and Jemerson in the front row. Cubic Banks going to the back corner.
I love the decision making for Omaha, just recognizing where there is a little bit of a smaller block currently in the front row for Atlanta. That's on that right front side.
Drevniak serve. Good pass by Cook. Jemerson. Tia Jemerson, 22-21, Atlanta. She's got 10 kills in 20 swings. One attack air, hitting .460. Tia Jemerson loves playing volleyball for a professional team in her hometown. Cubic Banks high in the air. Pinoy was able to dig it. Day sends it back over. Stivrins. Lawrence Stivrins gets the job done. The dig was a little tight to the net. Dykema still able to tee up Stivrins on the slide, and we're even at 22.
Not how they drew it up. The transition pass, it was a free ball opportunity, a little bit tight, but somehow able to make lemonade out of a lemon.
So now dub sub coming for Atlanta. Fitzmaurice into the block at the right side. Adriana Fitzmaurice along with Gabby Blossom at center.
And Jordan Larson back in the front row.
Outside to Cook. We had a net violation against Omaha. What a time for it.
Oh, that's so tough for Fitzmaurice. The net violation, you come in, you know you have a job, which is to block the ball, but instead she just gets a little overeager. You can see those hands just pressing too hard into the top tape.
23-22, Jemerson trying to get her team to set point.
Ball probably going to Larson here. Watch her maybe attack down the line.
It was Cubic Banks. There's Larson. The off speed finds the line. And Jessica Rivera Marine saying, that ball was out. And then turning to teammate Maddie Bug. And we have a challenge coming.
Another challenge. But that's exactly the right call for Jordan Larson, though. Attack down the line, even if it is just a tip. She has great command of her arm swing. Be able to slow that down right at the last second. This is a critical call here.
Isn't it, though? Hawkeye says that ball is out. Set point for Atlanta.
Now the question for Dykema is, do you go back to the exact same play? You've got Larson against the smaller block on the right side.
Well, they're going to talk about it. Timeout taken by Omaha. As they try to avoid getting reverse swept after taking the first 2 sets.
And if you're Omaha, this is such a tough juncture to be in, right? Considering what took place just a night ago. They had that first set on their side against Madison and then dropped 3 straight. They were in a great position even here, up 2-0 and then all of a sudden 2-1. Mentally, this is taxing.
And coming up after this, Austin against Madison. LOVB.com, the Women's Sports Network. That match scheduled to begin at 7:05.
out of the back row. Nope, right back to the line, and it is. I love it.
Larson gets the side out for Omaha. Second set point coming up for Atlanta as they try to send it to a fifth.
If you're blocking Jordan Larson, she's so cagey. You have to have great hand control as a blocker. She's going to challenge you time and time again.
Cook high in the air. Kelsey Cook, the native of Bartlett, Illinois, a couple of hours from here, has many friends and family here, and she has the kill that sends us to a fifth. 25-23 Atlanta, match one of this doubleheader, and we are going 5 in Madison. Atlanta, that train is a-rolling, and they've taken the last 2 sets. It's a sprint to 15. Fifth set to 15 points. Atlanta looking for a reverse sweep here in Madison against Omaha. First match of the doubleheader. Later on, it'll be Madison against Austin. Atlanta playing a 5-setter for the 3rd time. They're 2-0. And Omaha for the 2nd time. And they won their first, so neither team has lost a 5-setter here in this inaugural Love season.
It's always interesting when you get to a 5th set. The scouting reports, they are solidified, but in the same vein, it could be anybody's game at this point. So it's about who's going to be the hot hitter in this moment.
Nadia Halasheva has had 11 kills, hitting .520. She has 9 blocks. Fader crossbody. That's the first point for Omaha.
Always want to find your middles on a good pass. I love that this ball even pushed to that left front corner. Find Fader immediately.
Jordan Larson serve. As Atlanta out of system, Giude well off the net. Lunging play by Justine Wong-orantes. One-hand dig by Cook. What an incredible dig. Drevniak off the hand. She got dug by Cook. Bub Jemerson on the slide. Kept alive by Omaha in the pinball machine. Drevniak with the start. Day puts it away anyway, and we're even at 1.
Continuation of play. full-out effort on both sides of the net. Love the scramble plays like that from Thader. And then the free ball opportunity. You want to be winning those at a high clip. Nice swing from Day.
14 kills for her, 3 off her season high. Jessica Rivera-Marin on the overpass. 2-1 Atlanta. Ho-hum.
Yeah, I have not seen something quite like that. She just stood and barely poked that. It was almost as if she looked like she was back row, but she was actually front row. She could have jumped.
Cubic Banks. Maddie Bug, the back set. Rivera-Marin pushing it toward the back corner. Wong-orantes there. Cubic Banks off the soft block. Cook with the dig. Day with the swing. Back at him. Day again. Second swing of the rally. Back at him again. This time Rivera-Marin going high hands. Claiming they got the touch and didn't. And I think we might have a challenge coming from Paulo Coco. And we do. Again, this 5th set to 15 points. So even this early, this is critical.
Challenge is called, but there was a touch on the play.
Oh, the pinky. Clipped it.
The pinky of Maddie Cubic Banks. 3-1 Atlanta. Maddie Bug, the 30-year-old out of Stanford, serves. Short serve. Overpass put down by Jemerson.
What a time to find the service pressure.
Timeout taken by Omaha. They still have not been able to slow this down. And it's 4-1 Atlanta in this 5th. What does Susie Fritz tell her team in this one that she hasn't said already?
Oh, well, that's a fair point. I think one of the biggest elements right now is just finding that first contact. As soon as they got Emily Thader the ball on an in-system play, they scored, but they haven't been able to get back in system. So that first contact is going to be critical. They just got aced, shallow. I wonder if they maybe take half a step forward and serve reception and be prepared if that ball goes deep to take it with their hands.
4-1 Atlanta. Maddie Bug will serve again. The club teammate of Kelsey Cook in Italy, and now teammates in the U.S. with Atlanta. Drevniak, blocked by Jemerson and Day. Drevniak again, Jemerson there again. How about Tia Jemerson again, the Dikembe Mutombo finger wag? 5-1 Atlanta.
But that's exactly that first contact I was talking about. They did step up. Cubic Banks, instead of taking it with her hands, tries to pass that ball over the top of her shoulder. Not able to beat in system. There's a good ball.
Drevniak, a little bit of anger in that swing. It's 5-2 Atlanta.
Time to test yourself if you're Drevniak. Last 2 sets haven't quite gone your direction. How can you change it back to your side?
As she's gone, so has gone Omaha. Jemerson high in the air. Jemerson with a kill. 6-2 Atlanta. Tia Jemerson played at Ohio U 2017 to 2020. An American Conference Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year in 2019. But I don't think anybody saw her production at the pro level coming the way we have this year. Stifford's on the slide. Dug by Day. Great dig. Cook. Wrist away. Hard angle attack after the dig by Day. 7-2 Atlanta. Big time advantage for the first place team.
Talk about fighting right now. Atlanta showing up here in set number 5. Leaning back and finding an angle that purely doesn't exist.
Across the top of the tape. Cubic Banks. That time, Day, who's been great defensively, couldn't dig it. Maddie Cubic Banks. It's a point for Omaha, 7-3.
Double sub being utilized now for Omaha, so they're going to put Fitzmaurice back into the front row, try and find some offense, and I don't blame them. They haven't been using Drevniak in the last 2 sets as efficiently out of the back rows, so maybe a bigger block against Kelsey Robinson Cook.
Gabby Blossom's first serving attempt of the match. There's Cook. Puts that one straight down. What a great athlete. Kelsey Cook, 32 years old, the three-time Olympian.
Well, it's going to be hard for Fitzmaurice to do it on her own against Kelsey Cook.
Right.
As she goes up one-on-one. I mean, that's going to be a kill time and time again.
Now here's Jemerson. Blossom. Diving dig by Justine Wong-orantes. Fitzmaurice first swing of the match, and she funnels it in.
Give the point to Fitzmaurice, but also Wong-orantes.
In fact, her second kill of the match, or second swing of the match, and her first kill. Cook. What a great dig by Wong-orantes. One Olympian digging another, and that one goes long. 9-4 Atlanta. Wong-orantes, despite the Atlanta point, had a fantastic dig.
And this is the connection that we talked to Susie Fritz about at the beginning of this match, saying that defensively, it's got to be those block touches, the digs, but more importantly, how we connect them to our transition offense.
Pass by Wong-orantes. Adriana Fitzmaurice. The second kill here in this fifth set. 9-5. Been a while since Omaha has been on any kind of run. Looking to do perhaps that with Lexi Rodriguez at the service line. Serving specialist in this match. Pass on the dime. Yehelasheva on the slide with a kill. Magda Yehelasheva. For Love Atlanta, her 12th kill to go along with 9 blocks.
I mean, I have not seen a stat line quite like that. She's hitting over 500. I mean, to have as many block points or near as many block points as you have kills is just astonishing.
Right, especially when you've got a lot of kills. Gia Day. Put down by Bug. After that dig was tight to the net. Maddie Bug taking a big swing out of the center. You gotta love that, huh? Timeout taken by Omaha. Tia Jemerson of Atlanta. She has 12 kills in this one, hitting .470. And she talked about what it was like to play professional volleyball in her hometown of Atlanta.
When I found out there was going to be a team in my hometown, that was like the cherry on top. Like, I couldn't wait to say yes. Been 3 years since I had any family members at my game, and to go from text messages and phone calls to hearing them screaming in the stands and knowing that I have their support right here through everything, it was just surreal.
A lot of people, and for Tia Jemerson, her hometown is Sugar Hill, Georgia, in Gwinnett County, northeast of Atlanta, 35 miles from downtown. A dream for her to play pro volleyball at home.
And I think it's a dream for just about every single one of these Americans currently on the floor. A chance to showcase their skills and bring this great sport at its highest level right here in the United States.
Atlanta playing at a high level these last 3 sets. They are 3 points away from a reverse sweep. Service error for Cook, but lots of breathing room. It's 12-6. Omaha was rolling. They took the first 2 sets, 25-21, 27-25. Lost the third and the fourth. Had a shot in that fourth. They were even late, but it was Atlanta who took it. And now Laura Dykema, their setter, serves. But Yehelasheva, wrist away, goes wide. It's 12-7.
So tough trying to thread the needle there as that set just a little low and close to the pin.
Dykema and Omaha hanging on for dear life. One after Cook, and it's an ace for Dykema, 12-8. Paulo Coco wants to talk about it. Timeout, Atlanta.
I don't blame him. He doesn't want this to get away. I know there's still a 4-point advantage on the side of Atlanta, but just allow your reception to reset here and find their first contact.
Still lots of breathing room. Interesting that Dykema targeted Kelsey Cook on the serve. She's been getting a lot of them, 64.2%. Good passes from Cook this year coming into this match.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lara Dykema also just so many skills. We talked about it with it being Women's History Month. You got to be able to do it on the court and also off the court. This is a great example. She also hosts her own podcast alongside. It's actually 4 women's volleyball players. It is in Dutch. You can find it on YouTube. That's the trick, because hit the closed captions. It will translate it to English for you.
I love it.
Catch over the top.
Over the top. With Lara Dykema. Pro volleyball player since age 16, now in her 19th season. She serves. Cuttino going crossbody hard angle.
And
hadn't had the best match, but coming up big at the right time.
Exactly, but you mentioned that they served to Kelsey Cook in the right back corner. Well, they're actually trying to negate the middle attack and the right side attack by serving a location, not necessarily a person, however. Diming the pass, and a great set creates the point.
Omaha gotta have it. Larson gets it done. Jordan Larson. 13-9. Jordan Larson, 13 kills, hitting 240. Jimerson going to the back line. We got a challenge coming. The call was out. Atlanta challenging it. We shall wait and see. Atlanta looking for their 8th consecutive regular season win. They lost the first ever match in league history back on January the 8th. That ball is in. And it is match point coming up for Love Atlanta on the verge of the reverse sweep of Omaha. Bug and Rivera Marine checking in. Fairbanks and Cuttino checking out for Atlanta.
This has just been amazing to watch Atlanta find so many answers after sets 1 and 2.
Maddie Bug serves it away, trying to get her team across the finish line. Dykema, combo play, Cubic Banks. Cross body down to the back corner. Staves off. Match point for the moment.
Robinson Cook back on the outside. We'll also have Jimerson ready to rock and roll in the middle. Or excuse me, Robinson Cook is in the back row. You got Jimerson in the middle.
Bug teeing up Rivera Marine, rejected by Drevniak. 14-11. Third match point coming up. And timeout taken by Paolo Coco and Atlanta.
She created the one-on-one opportunity, but the set just a little too tight here. Drevniak with the right read. When you're one-on-one, you always want to try and drop those hands kind of back in that late move to take away the angle.
Yeah, very tough being one-on-one, but the block solo for Drevniak. Drevniak's 11th, Drevniak's first block of the match. To go along with 17 kills. But her most productive sets were numbers 1 and 2. Third match point for Love Atlanta.
Jimerson versus Stivrins right now, the middle matchup.
Bug going outside to Rivera Marine. Rivera Marine covers it up herself. Here's Gia Day, had a great match. Dug by Larson. Omaha hanging by a thread. Drevniak gets another kill. It's 14-12.
I love the service pressure from Omaha right now. Serving to that right back corner again, and actually a switch here from Atlanta. They just moved Gia Day to the left side of the court.
Fourth match point coming up. Kept alive by Jimerson. Omaha trying to get within 1. Cubic Banks. Diving play by Pinoy. A chance to end it for Day. Dug by Thader. Dykema going to Cubic Banks. Put back down on Cubic Banks. Jefferson. And that ends it. Atlanta, a reverse sweep of Omaha. 15-12 in the fifth.
Just unbelievable fortitude from Atlanta. You gotta love, you drop the first two, you make substitutions, change up your roster, and still able to find the resolution. Just great flexibility in their roster, and it really showed up tonight.
Did it ever? Maddie Bug coming in at setter. Jessica Rivera-Marine coming in as a pin hitter, playing a lot on the right side. An opposite on their roster. Tessa Grubbs out with an injury. Danielle Cuttino struggled at points in this match, and so Rivera-Marine brought in by Paolo Coco on the right side, having great success. And Magda Yehelasheva in this one had 21 points. She had 12 kills, 9 blocks. Great job all the way around for Magda Yehelasheva, who is our player of the match. 25-year-old from Czechia. Yehelasheva, 6'3" out of Washington State. Known for her hard work and her humility. And she showed off all facets of her game tonight. Magda Yehelasheva, the player of the match, as Atlanta, the reverse sweep victory over Omaha. And let's go down to the floor. And Magda is our guest.
Magda, that was an incredible matchup. You actually have season high kills as well as blocks. What was working so well for you tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's just so fun playing with the team that we have, because like no matter who's put on the court, they just perform the best. They help the team so much, so it's just fun playing with all the girls, and they help me to get the numbers that I got today.
Well, and it's crazy. You drop set 1, you drop set 2, you end up with the reverse sweep. What happened between sets 2 and 3?
Yeah, I mean, in practice, what we do is just to never give up. Like, no matter if we're down a couple of sets or a couple of points, we just know that we got to go all out, and it can turn in our favor at any time. So that's what we do in practice, and that's what just showed in the game today.
Do you think we should start handing out helmets? Because there were a couple times, whether it was a kill or you block the ball back over on the other side, you're doing some damage.
Yeah, no, I felt actually really bad. It was really unlucky. But yeah, I'm not doing it on purpose, and I'm sorry one more time. But yeah, hopefully no helmets will be needed next time.
Well, it was an incredible performance. Atlanta improves to 8-1. Magda Yehelasheva, just an incredible performance tonight. Rich?
Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Cameron. Yeah, how about Atlanta? They have now won 8 consecutive regular season matches. Omaha, meanwhile, still has some figuring to do. They've dropped 5 of their last 6 in the regular season and 7 of the last 8 overall, including the Love Classic. There's a look at next week's schedule. That is the Week 9 schedule. And that'll kick off with Salt Lake at Omaha on Thursday, 8 o'clock Central. Then Friday, 7:30 Eastern, Houston at Atlanta. And then next Saturday, weekend with Love at Atlanta continues. In the meantime, one more match coming up this week, and it'll begin at 8:27 Eastern, 7:27 Central, and 5:27 Pacific. And it will feature Austin and Madison, the hometown team. Last night, in front of a loud crowd, they got a big-time win, their first win after having dropped 8 consecutive overall, including the Love Classic. And they'll try to make it back-to-back in front of what we expect to be another good crowd here at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Match 1 is in the books, a 5-setter and a reverse sweep for Love Atlanta. Magda Yehelasheva, the player of the match, as Atlanta wins it. Next one coming up at 7:27 Central. And for Cameron Irwin, I'm Rich Berg. That's it. Join us again in a half an hour.